So, we just got 52% to 518, which means I think we got like almost 60 XP, like 55 XP in total for this update, which is kind of crazy. So we're punched up to 81st in the world right now, but we got a bunch of XP to get from this update real quick. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're gonna go ahead and warp over to the spider's den, and there's just a couple NPCs that we'll have to talk to here for a second, and we're gonna get like 23 XP for this. So there is a pretty low chance that we could hit level 520 today. Would be pretty awesome, but we will see. But this guy's gonna yap for a second, this guy's gonna yap for a second, then we'll have some XP to claim. Yo, what's good, Cool? What's good, Heist? What's good, Chulo? They're releasing what's new stuff on forging attributes and stuff. I made a video talking about all the stuff when it was on alpha. I can go ahead and grab, I don't think they've got patch notes for the main update yet, but let me grab the alpha patch notes at the very least real quick. Yeah, I don't think they've got anything out, unless, double checking. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't. Actually, let me go to SkyBlock first, and then any patch notes for today. It doesn't look like it, no. So we've got the alpha patch notes right here, but hopefully we get the main patch notes soon. Saw someone say forging can make a bunch of coins now, or soon. Yeah, it can make a bunch of money right now because there's a new attribute you get from tree gifts. So right now it makes good money. But yeah, legendary brackets 5k now. They've added a bunch of more brackets, which is kind of base, to be honest, because it was pretty easy. I was out here getting 10k points pretty easily. Okay, so now we got through his dialogue. We can talk to Ike real quick. He's gonna yap for a second. I heard what he said, and he's going to yap for a very long time, and then we're gonna be able to claim 23 skywalk XP from him, which is pretty insane. So you get an XP, some combat XP, and some coins for every one of these mobs, which we are going to be using that combat XP actually to level up our mosquito pet. I'm still leveling him up a bit. He's got some XP to go still. Menu has been throttled. Wow. Alright, well, I believe we claimed everything. 23 XP. Should put us up to, what, like 75% to the next level. So if we warp and check, 85%. I'm bad at math. Cool. So we are kind of cooking right now. Maybe we got some XP for talking to the NPCs as well, because I think, I don't know, maybe it was 33. Who knows? Anyways, that's pretty epic. We will take that very, very much. So we are now 85% to 519. We'll see what rank that puts us at. 59th in the world for right now. Is pretty insane. But we definitely got some other XP that we're going to be going after now. But that's pretty epic. Oh, snap. Here come the achievements. Anything that buffs tree gifts. There's Heart of the Mountain stuff that buffs tree gifts, I believe. But yeah. I did make a video on forging attributes as well. I don't think they... I can't remember. There might be one that buffs tree gifts. I don't remember. So need a tree cap and Glacier unlocked. Pretty much. Or Heart of the Forest. Yeah, Heart of the Forest. Sorry. I say it backwards all the time. But our mosquito's level 95. We still got some levels to get on him. But they did add some XP today. So the XP that was added is the Titanoboa Shard. We got to get our hands on some of these. Somebody's already got... Oh, I guess you can fuse them. Okay. I have to look at how you fuse them. But we got to get 24 of those. And there's also the Hummingbird, which is the one from Tree Gifts. So that one might be a little bit more tough to get our hands on. I think what we'll do today, though, is we're going to focus on the new sea creature. So if you look in here, there is a new bogged sea creature. So we're going to be looking at that today. So I got to swap to this. I probably got to swap my enrichments as well. But we'll see. So we're going to be using our Rod of the Sea here. Oh, man, my inventory is going to be so out of whack after all this. Okay, so I'm going to need, I guess, an axe to actually kill this stuff. So we'll take our fig stone splitter, be using that. I think we've got about what we need. I might need to adjust my auto pet rules, which these have the exception for if I'm not in a dungeon. So I think that's all right. Have they enabled the RNG meter? Because that would be something. They still haven't enabled it. When is this gonna happen? Yo, what's good, Ninja? What's good, Dragon? What was the update? I made a video talking about it recently. It's a pretty big list of changes. Basically, they added a new mob type system and a bunch of Skyblock XP that we're gonna be getting today. But yeah, we're 85%. We already got passed by 2 more people. So I gotta do fishing stuff. Let me see. I guess I can throw this back down here. That's fine. So I'm trying to think, what do I need? I need my fishing equipment first off. This is not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. So let's grab this. They do have a new shard for the bog sea creatures, but I don't really think it's that important because I already have it maxed out. Because they just changed Sea Archer shard to that. Where's the item pickup log? Turn that off. Bugs out a little bit on this version. Yo, what's good, MSG? How you doing, bro? Got myself a shriveled wasp yesterday. Was so happy I finally got a good RNG drop. GG, dude. Thoughts on Spider T5? It seems underwhelming. I mean, it is like Tarantula Slayer, so it's not supposed to be the most difficult thing in the world. But the Primordial Belt is pretty good. Like, I mean, it's the best belt for dungeons on top of everything else, which is really nice. I guess I don't really need auto pet rules for this. Actually, wait. I need to be on Flying Fish. Okay, what do we have? 85% secret chance. I'm going to have to swap. It's going to have to happen, which is sad. But it is what it is. Let's grab a couple of these. Boom. We're going sea creature chance. What are we looking at now? 102 sea creature chance, 300 fishing speed. That's what we need. All right. And now I guess we just fish. If anybody wants to help with bestiary, I don't know what is this requirements for these. Fishing level 5. That's all you need. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. So we might get a squad to do some fishing today. Would be nice. How's forging update? Quit Skyblock and now I'm a duels main. I've heard mixed things about it. It's a good update. I definitely I understand why people are kind of upset about it because it's not a ton of content. I think it took me about 2 weeks to max most of the things. But again, the purpose of the update wasn't to add a ton of content. It was to make content easier to make in the future. So it's not like the biggest thing in the world. Holy cow, they're so loud, right? Am I crazy or are they loud? I'm gonna turn this down a bit. But that is let's see. There is Bog to level 1, so that's a new bestiary unlocked. We have 3 kills out of 3,000. It's gonna take a little bit to get that done. Just a little bit. Do this. But yeah, got you, Michael. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I don't guess I actually need to be using whale bait, probably. But it's fine. My mouse is the Model 02 from Glorious, and my mouse, which I've had for a year, is wired and it keeps disconnecting, so I did the wiggle test to find out which part of my wire is broken. Okay, I don't know how I can help you with this. Heck, W. Bog to level 2 and level 3, let's go. Hooking. But yeah, there is new bestiary for bogs. Sea creatures on Glacier are so much easier to kill, and so the only thing that require to be killed with axes now. Oh, for real? Wait a minute. That's so good. What? I didn't even realize that. They also made it so, wait, so can I kill the Tad gangs without wearing this stupid mask then? Is that what that means? Bogged level 4. Let's go. Hooking. Stuck between using the 2-year warranty or switching mice, so what do? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I have no idea. Whichever mouse is better, mate. Like, it's just whatever's better for you, dude. I have no clue. Bogged level 5. There we go. 15 out of 3K. Oh, man. Easy beast here, though. Seeing like 10 clicks per second. Well, whichever mouse is giving you 10 clicks per second then, right? It's the one you should use, I would think. Okay, so you can kill the Tad gangs now with just a hype use, which is great. Let me swap. Where's my phone? I put my phone up. I'm trolling. Here we go. Let me get magical power swapped. Pardon me too. All right, gotcha. Give me a second. Flame Staven, Predator. Yeah, they unlocked new stuff. Here, let me warp you guys. If you're ready. But yeah, they added a bunch of new, what's it called? Bunch of new achievements, which is pretty cool. What's good, Vidani? What's good, Livid? Killing them with Soul Whip now is so much better. Oh, let's go. That's actually lit. But why are you trolling? What am I trolling? Did I say I was trolling? Probably was. It was an accident. Bogged level 6. 22 out of 3K. Dang, I mean, this early B series, the easy stuff, and then the last part of it's gonna be like 1,000 kills to get between level 19 and level 20. That's probably how it works. Warp. Okay, so if we're gonna do... Wait, so can I use Frozen Blaze? Does Frozen Blaze work here? It's under the beacon. It's like the same spot we always go to. It does work. Oh my goodness. We can all actually get bestiary. Chat, who wants to Frozen Blaze fish? Who wants to do it? There is Bogged level 7 bestiary milestone 374. Holy cow. And we get another XP or another million combat XP once we get up to the next level. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Being completely crushed by the bad summer weather. What about you? It's not too bad for me personally. Here, let me get Pip. It's not too bad out here, thankfully. But dude, Frozen Blaze fishing is back. Let's go. Gotta love it. Holy. Alright, now Flame's ready. Flame. Doot. Wasn't Harp. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yoink. Alright. What changed? They added a new sea creature. There's patch notes are in the pinned comment if you want to just read through that. I made a video talking about it a couple days ago. I'll have to make another video today after we're done with these, but if we can get 3,000 bog today, that would be great. So if anybody wants to help fish, we do need like 2 more people, I guess, right? If we're gonna get this done. But 3,000 is a lot of catches. That is a lot. What am I looking at right here? I'm only at 82 point. Oh wait, I need to be on Ammonite now. Probably. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yo, what's good, Caleb? How you doing today, bro? Good, Grooms. Yo. Bogged level 8 GG. 35 out of 3K. We're making a dent for real. For real, for real. Doing good. Glad to hear it. Let's go. Like 10 minutes rain and 10 minutes sunshine repeat. Yeah, it's a little weird where I'm at as well. It's a little wacky out here. It's been a little bit strange as of late. Alright, are we... Ints do not take damage from Frozen Blaze, I don't think. So those are like the only mobs that somebody will have to kill. But I don't need the bestiary, so if anybody else wants to kill them, go crazy. Just don't, like, hype kill, because that doesn't hurt the ints anyways. Miss the days I would understand SkyBlock. They are a bit of a grind. Tis a bit of a grind. Let's see. 4 out of 6. Bogged fishing. Anyone else want in? Anybody else? I get it. Fishing level 5. That's the only requirement. That's all we need. All right. Let's get them in here. BRB already. Boom. Yoink. Kind of hard to get fishing level 5. Real. Bogged level 9. Already almost through half the XP for this bestiary, but definitely not half the kills. Definitely not. Appreciate it, MSG. Thank you, bro. Boom. Is Dragon Pet still got an M7 now? Because I heard the dragons are undead. I am not sure because they don't have a bestiary, so I can't check. It's a little bit awkward, but we will try some M7 probably tomorrow and hear about it, I'm sure. Someone wants to join us without Frozen Blaze armor, let him in. True. That is true. Let's see. Can I warp now? Yoink. There we go. All right, let me give Jack the coordinates. Bang. Let's go here. Voila. Oh, this is gonna be fast with Frozen Blaze. Yeah, 3,000 kills. Like, it sounds like a lot. It is gonna be a lot, but with 6 people here, won't be that bad. Especially if everybody's got max fishing speed. It'll go by pretty quickly. I mean, like 2 minutes sounds Gucci. How does it make sense to put dragons as undead? I mean, for the M7 dragons, because it is the Wither King, so everything in the catacombs is undead. All right, let's get Slayer in here. Okay, I think we're at 6 then. Grooms, I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, we're at 6. We're at 6. Boom, boom. Which, I mean, if you're not wanting to fish, let's see. Jack's not using Frozen Blaze, so actually we can get more people in here. It's just you might not get loot share on the Sea Imp, but we only want 6 people that are using Frozen Blaze at least. Bogged to level 10, 75 out of 3K. Let's go. I mean, we're already 2% done, and it's been like 5 minutes, so we're not doing that bad, to be honest. Let's change this. Patch notes are in the pinned comment, or I made a video talking about it a couple days ago with the mob types and stuff like that. But yeah, don't have Blaze either. Alrighty. Do. Donate to museum. I have not donated to museum. That is true. That is actually true. Hold up. Wait a minute. I think I need to buy the axe from this NPC over here first. Here, I'm gonna warp Slayer and then I'm gonna go donate stuff to museum real quick. Right, decent axe. Yeah. Boom. All right. So there is a ton of stuff that we can put in museum thanks to this update, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So first off, decent axe should give us some XP. There's a little bit. There is also the fig armor, which now the recipe for fig armor requires canopy armor, so that's gonna make that a little bit more interesting. So there's that. Let me go ahead and grab it back out so we don't end up leaving it in here. Right there. And that already puts us up to level 519, dude. That's insane. We are 5% to 520 off of that. Holy cow, bro. Let's go. Okay. And that's not even the end of it. We still got the abyssal armor to throw in here. Boom. I got to get my park armor set, which I think... I'm trying to remember where I put it. Here it is. The park armor. Go ahead and throw that in there. So that should be almost all the armor sets. We still do have to put in the mangrove equipment, so let's go ahead and throw that in there. It's another 8 XP for that. Holy cow, bro. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, so we're now 24% to 520, and then we still have my fig axe that we can throw in here. So it's not a weapon, it's a rarity, so throw that in there. Boom, fig stone splitter. I'm also going to grab that back so I don't accidentally leave it. There it is. What else can we throw in here? I know there's a ton of things, so let's see if we can find them all. There's the fishing net. I believe you can actually put a hunting toolkit in here, so I might have to buy one of those and then put it in, because it didn't work when I tried it on the alpha and put my main one in. But there's the lasso, the net, and everything else. Scaffolding as well. Scaffolding. How much is it going to cost me to get just a legendary scaffolding? Is that... Can I not buy that? Maybe not. That might not be something I can buy. I might have to make that. Scaffolding. Here we go. So tiny scaffolding requires stretching sticks and some other shenanigans. Okay. So let me just see. Is stretching sticks on Bazaar? It is not. We might have to wait a little bit on that one and grab that one later, because that one's going to be kind of a pain. Oh yeah, put the black hole in here and the David's cloak as well. Let me grab those. Boom. 1 and 2. Very nice. And then, yeah, hunting toolkit and then the scaffolding, I think, is going to be everything that we'll need. So we definitely got to grab that at some point. So let's just go ahead and grab the toolkit real quick. And then the scaffolding, I will have to worry about later. So we'll just do that in a moment. But for now, toolkit goes in here. There it is. That puts us at level 520 on the dot. Holy cow. That is crazy. That's so clean. And we also get access to the last museum milestone at 30. 1% bits multiplier and 2% bank interest. Dude, 40k bits for us to claim over time. Holy cow, let's go. Let's go, dude. Holy. Can buy the sticks on the auction house? Oh, can we? Hold up. Stretching sticks. There we go. Lowest price. Alright. We can get all that. That would be very nice. I doubt these are actually being sold, though. Most likely. Can be bought soon. Oh, it is actually being sold. Boom. Okay, well, we got one of them. Alright. And then recipe for scaffolding. We can make this one, and then the medium one's gonna require some enchanted fig logs. Recipe for fig. Let me craft up 16. Boom. That'll do it. So there's the medium scaffolding, and then the large scaffolding is gonna need a bit more fig logs. So let's do this off rip. I probably still don't have enough, actually. Yeah. Need a stack in 16, so I need like 80. And then another 36 stretching sticks. Let me grab this. 80 of this. Boom. Stretching sticks. Alright. There we go. That'll cover it. So I should be able to go ahead and craft up the scaffolding. There is large scaffolding right there. Throw that in rarities. And there it is, man. We are all caught up, which is kind of insane. Our museum should be almost 100%, and I still don't have the primordial. But other than that, we shouldn't be missing anything from this update, I don't think, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there it is. Everything's done. So just got to get that primordial. But that puts us 7% to 521 now, dude. Let's go. 62nd in the world. Still really solid. Still very, very solid. Holy cow. 240 for guild, something like that, yeah. Doot. Let me throw this in here. Boom, boom. That should work. And I can put it down here. And throw that back. Alright, I think we're set. Let me just get rid of this stuff. Alright, are we actually ready to fish? I think we're actually ready to fish now. Are you guys already in a lobby, or should I warp? I guess I should warp. Yoink. Let's do that. Should be pretty good, but holy cow, dude. Level 520 is insane. That is so cool. That is so cool. But we are chilling. They changed strider surfers. Now I can kill them with anything, and I can't squid swap because my rod keeps killing them. Oh, that's awkward. It's a little bit awkward. But yeah, it's still dark red, so they don't have a color for hitting 520, at least not at the moment. I expect what they're probably gonna do is make it so that whenever you get 50 levels, your color will change instead. That's probably what's gonna happen. But we'll see what goes down. But let's go, man. 62nd in the world is insane. We're kind of cooking. Let me change the title here, because we are not level 517, ladies and gentlemen. We are level 520, which is kind of insanity. Kind of insanity. You know, I could make a totally clickbait thumbnail with this and make the prefix black. You know? And people be freaking out, and then you get in game and it's not black. Awkward. Flex spawn considered a treasure? I believe so, yeah. From it's especially from that one area, the Tomb Floodway. But yeah, I think it is considered a treasure. Okay, I guess I'm the only guy up here then. I see how it is. 2BB lying to his guys, level 520, not 517. My fault, boys, my fault. Boom. But yeah, a lot of the nice QOL changes, which is like, especially the fishing stuff, dude. I wish they'd done this when I was maxing these out, because that took me forever to do, was the fishing side of things. From this update, it was kind of insane. Here, let me turn off profile viewer so I stop sending pip trade requests. There we go. Not having to wear a vampire mask for these guys is so nice, by the way. Boom. But let's go. What do you think the easiest way to get fishing 36 is from fishing 30? I mean, lava fishing would be ideal, I think. Like, you can do bayou fishing. Bayou fishing's not terrible. But I think lava fishing still beats it out pretty well. Bro dropped a mob the fish. Crazy. Oh yeah, did y'all see they did change the salt requirement for the salt drop to 25 instead of 100, which is nice. Bogged level 11, 152 out of 3K. I mean, we're making pretty good progress. It's not even been half an hour and we're already 5% of the way done. Not too shabby. Really probably not even been 15 minutes, honestly. I've been doing so much other stuff. Hey, he got fish the fish. GG. Very nice. It's so weird seeing like the symbols in front of their names now, but it makes sense. It does make things easier to tell what they are, which is nice. Got the second ever snorkeling set. Let's go. Let him cook. Push black hole. Nah, if you use black hole, you don't get bestiary, guys. Use black hole, you don't get bestiary for whatever's killed, because it's not killed. Idiots. Some people think that I should lava fish or hotspot lava fish or glacial lava fish, and I don't know, bro. I think just, yeah, I mean, hotspot lava fishing on Crimson Isle would be ideal. But yeah, black holes cancel out bestiary, boys, so we don't want black holes down there. Smile. Do. Let's see. Do. Kind of besides the point. They removed my co-op bank. Oh, wait a minute. Dude. Holy cow. You can claim this. I was freaking out for a second because they took out mine too. But okay, so they put me back on a solo profile. That's okay. Good night. That scared me. I was like, oh no, what just happened to my bank? Yeah, I saw when I logged in I got 0 coins as interest. I thought that was odd. Scary. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So if you were formerly on a co-op and now you're the only one on the profile, then it changes your bank to solo, which is kind of nice. What's new? We got a new sea creature, so it's the Bogged, which is also the name of the vanilla Minecraft mob, I believe. But you just catch it from fishing here in Galatia. And we're just trying to grind that out right now. Gotta get 3,000 kills to max bestiary. But there's also new mob types update and everything. So I did make a video a couple days ago about it when it was on the alpha. So if you want to see all the changes, they are in there. And also check the pinned comment because I missed one pretty important change that's in the pinned comment. But it's pretty epic stuff. There's also the patch notes are in the pinned comment of this video or of this stream English at the top of the chat there if you want to check that out as well. Oh, my soul left my body for the first 5 minutes. Yeah, that's like, oh my goodness, 1 billion coins just left my inventory. What's going on? Scary. Showers got fixed finally. Yes, so we're gonna be doing some M7s pretty soon. Probably, I mean, by pretty soon, I mean probably just tomorrow. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty epic. Yeah, I was gonna say by enjoying 1 year out of my life. Who to what now? I didn't get melodies here, you guys too. I completed it's 90%. You might have to like try each song again. Like I don't know if you have to hit 90% on it again, but and then talk to Melody, or maybe swap lobbies and then talk to Melody, or maybe just go check the janitor and he might have it. I don't know. Who knows? Co-op bank account, can we get back if we make the profile a co-op account? I think so, yeah. But I mean, you can get the bank money. You don't have to, like, it gives you the bank money in a little button right here. So you don't have to worry about that part. All right. But yeah, I got you, Joyd. There we go. My dad sent a happy birthday message to my brother instead of me. Heck W, gotta throw it in the group chat. That's the strat. Throw it in the group chat, you don't miss it. I've been on a solo account from the start. Can I make it a co-op account? If you invite somebody else to the account, but that's the only way to do that. Bing. Our M7 Dragon is now undead. I have heard this. I don't know if it's true, but I have heard it. Which means Ender Dragon Pet about to be useless. For real, for real. Smite 7, Hive Go Burr. Oh goodness, that's gonna be the strategy now. That's crazy, actually. That is kind of insane. Claymore cooked now? Claymore's pretty cooked now, yeah. It might be Jover for Claymore. It might be slightly Jover. But oh well. I mean, the good thing, actually, now I'm thinking about this. The good thing for me is that handles have dropped in price. So whenever I do have to play mage, I can make my hype. Like the hype for left click mage, you don't have to have scrolls on it. So I can just have that hype chilling with no scrolls and it'll be super cheap. Only like, you know, 600 million coins for the handle and everything. Not counting Master Stars, because Master Stars are going to suck. But yeah, AOT SLC might actually be the strat right now. Low key. Bogged level 12. There's 300 out of 3k kills. Yeah, this is going by super fast. Holy. 79th in the world already. Sing Barbie Girl again? I've never sung Barbie Girl. I don't know what you're talking about. They added /d into 1.25 or 1.21.5. Crazy. Yeah, it's Halberd of the Shredded now. SMH. Why'd they change it? I guess it would be odd if it looked like a sword still and said Axe of the Shredded. But oh well. I'm to Claymore. So Claymore is currently used by mages for the Ender Dragon kills in M7. You left click mage versus Ender Dragons, and you use an Ender Dragon pet. But the only reason that Claymore is usable instead of using G-Drag and Midas Sword is because of that Ender Dragon pet. And now they're changing it so that the Ender Dragons in M7 aren't technically end mobs, so then the Ender Dragon pet is not good against them. And so therefore using a Claymore in M7 is also not good against them. So you want to be running a Midas Sword if you are LCM mage. Left click mage. Yep. But yeah, Frozen Blaze works on Galatian mobs except for ints. So ints are the only mob that are still weird. Everything else is fine. Which is kind of cool. Have a request. Okay, what's up? Isn't a halberd just an axe with a pole arm though? I mean, it's got like a spear on the end as well. So it's a really long axe with a spear on the tip. So you can use it as a spear or an axe. So I guess that's why they can get away with having it as a sword, because of the spearhead. Or why does bro leave the lobby? SMH. Will mage solo split now and Burrs go with arch or what? I don't know. It's definitely not a sword though. Yeah, it's definitely not. But instead of calling it sword of the shredded, I don't know. Did they change the recipe as well? I didn't actually think about that. No, recipe is the same. Okay. I would have rather they made it like Spear or Glaive of the Shredded. Spear of the Shredded would have been something cool. That would have been cool. And just make it a stick. Like the spear from Jungle Temple or whatever. From Odawa. 500 mil bank, G-Drag better than Skeleton, 100%. Skeleton is not that good. It is not that good. Probably even 100 mil G-Drag would even be better. Maybe even broke G-Drag. You want to get like all the YouTube ranks together into 2 separate islands, or just YouTubers and see which island can progress the fastest? That's the strat. We do 1 mega co-op versus a different mega co-op. Is that the idea? That could be cool. I have been trying to think of videos for some big collabs. Spike works. Who to what now? Wait. Does Frozen Blaze work on the Oh, that's crazy. That is kind of crazy. Shellwise take Frozen Blaze damage as well. What the heck? All the mobs take Frozen Blaze damage. Oh no, hunting's about to be super weird now. Yeah, no shards by itself unless you get Charm probably. But I mean, if you run Frozen Blaze for a second and then pop off the helmet once the mob gets low on health and then just finish catching it with a net, like that is probably going to be faster than just throwing a net at a Shellwise, especially if it's like a 2k health Shellwise. That is going to be kind of insane. With Shellwise already die too fast and never respawn. So it might be just Jover for them, low-key. Might just be Jover for Shellwise. Skeleton gives like 150% to air damage, I think. So level 140 G-Drag with 1 build bank gives equal damage, but attack speed and strength or more. Yeah, the attack speed is what matters. Big time. Boom. Level 200 G-Drag with 600 mil bank, I think. Yeah. I don't know. But Skeleton's not crazy. Let me look at it. I haven't looked at a Skeleton pet in a while. Let's see. Where's Skelly at? Here he is. Yeah, it goes up to 150% in dungeons. But I don't know how well that stacks. Let me throw all this in here. I guess I can keep some of this stuff in my inventory. Do that. Do like that, I guess, for now. That's fine. That'll do. But yeah, man, the bogged bestiary is going by real fast right now. It is kind of insane. What you going for now? We are currently trying to max the new bogged sea creature bestiary. It has 3,000 kills required, but we've already done like 400, 500 of them. So, but yeah, Shellwise taking Frozen Blaze damage is crazy. Kinda crazy. Midas also cooked? Nah, Midas should be fine. Because Midas Sword you use with G-Drag. So Midas will be doing the same damage as it was. It's just Claymore with E-Drag is kinda yikes now. Just hit fishing 33. Now I gotta fish with no upgrades for 3 levels. Bruh.
As a child, I yearned.
Midas meta gone from 7-2. Well, I mean, it should be doing the same damage as it was. It's just like Halberd of the Shredded now is gonna go crazy, right? Halberd of the Shredded might be the strats. Not because Midas got nerfed, but Halberd got buffed. Chimera. Oh, yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, because you Chimera hype. So I won't need to level up a Midas Sword. I can just get a second hype and level that instead. Get Smite 8 on it, for real. By the time I get to Mage, they'll add Smite 8. For real, for real. But yeah. What is Halberd of the Shredded? It's been in the game since Foraging got added. Every sea creature that has health can be killed by Frozen Blaze. That's insane. That's insane. But yeah, we are currently going for the bogged sea creature, which is this skeleton guy that we're catching. So we gotta get... Oh, there you go. What do you know? Bogged level 13. So we still got 7 XP to go, but 2,500 kills. That's gonna take a little bit. That's gonna take a little bit, but I mean, we're already a 1/6 of the way there. This is gonna be like 3 hours max. And how many people do we even have in the party? We only got 5, so chat, if anybody wants to join, we got room. Is everybody using Frozen Blaze in here? Yeah, so we need one more person with Frozen Blaze. Or if you guys are just wanting to fish and not have to worry about killing your sea creatures, and you're not using Frozen Blaze, that's fine too. We just need the loot share on the bogged kills. That's all we're looking for. Now the question is, will they admit the bug or call it a feature? Real. Who knows? While using Frozen Blaze, they changed how the sea creatures work on Galatia, so they now take damage from Frozen Blaze, which is pretty cool. Because they also added a brand new sea creature that has 3,000 kills on its bestiary. So it takes a hot minute. Okay, here we go. Give a Craxel back. Alright, back to full again. Bam, bam. Yoink. Oh, he's in the lobby already. I'm trolling. Oh, did they close Bazaar? Oh no, they closed Bazaar. What's going on Bazaar, chat? Ain't no way somebody found a dupe already. That's crazy. Worth bothering with Bob and Tom on Frozen Blaze? Not really. Like, I can get a full sea creature chance and fishing speed without Bob and Time. So it's like, it's not that crazy. I guess it gives double hook chance, but like, only if you're super sweaty. Hype lost like 50 damage and intelligence. Wait, for real? We got a hype nerf? Why? They're gonna add stonking-like mechanics to the game when they update to 1.21. Wait. Wait. Yo, Pulmo with the sub, by the way. Hold up, do we have patch notes? Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, make sure to smash the sub button. Closing in on 30K for a red name. We do not have patch notes. Y'all freaking me out here. It's like, hold up, they say something? At the end of the patch notes? Nani? Do. Why is Bazaar closed? Thought Uteo got wiped. Who knows? Where is Layer seeing this stuff? Where is bro seeing this? Who to what now? Forum? I'm looking on the... Is it on like the home forums? Hold up. Yeah, here we go. All right, chat. We got patch notes. Let's go. Hold up. Let me put this in here. Bang. Pinned. Bang. And this is gonna be pinned. Voila. All right. So, new museum items, new achievements. We went over all this. Let's just skip it and go to the end. What's at the end? What's at the end? What's next? Second forging island. We've now completed most of the remaining work for the Moonglade Marsh. While we already have decided the majority of the features for the Taurus Canyon and Lunar Rise, the other islands of Galatia. Oh, wait. So we're getting 4 islands? For real? Haven't gone back to development just yet. That being said, having these plans ready should make things easier once we do. Stonking, the use of a ghost pickaxe in the catacombs to reach secrets faster and increase efficiency has been part of the game for a long time. Although the game wasn't intentionally or initially designed with this mechanic in mind, we recognize the skill and mastery players have developed around it. Additionally, we found that the catacombs might simply be less enjoyable if players were forced to reach each secret slowly using only the intended method. As we continue introducing more features from newer Minecraft versions into SkyBlock, we are officially implementing a stonking-like mechanic accessible across all game versions. Holy cow, there will be multiple testing sessions on alpha with it in the next few weeks. And a new Guardian Slayer. We are getting a new Slayer, holy cow. Previously announced we're working on new Slayers. We feel comfortable sharing the identity of a new fishing-based one. Guardian Slayer takes place on a dedicated instanced island, accessible via the ship navigator, where players can fish up that island's exclusive sea creatures and kill them until the boss spawns. Since the boss has an island all to itself and can only be spawned there, it has allowed us to tie some really cool map mechanics into the boss's abilities, which we're hyped for you to see soon. Wow. Guardian Slayer will have to release after Lotus Atoll on account of it relying upon some new systems introduced by the Atoll. However, both updates are currently deep into development. Yo. Dude. It's been years since maybe not years. It's been at least a year since I said we should get Guardian Slayer. Like, Guardian Slayer would be fire. And we're actually getting Guardian Slayer. That's crazy. Dude, that's so cool. I don't know how I feel about having to catch it, though. Like, when I imagined Guardian Slayer, I was thinking, you know, just like a big underwater island. And there's just the sea creatures are spawned there already and you don't have to fish for them. I don't know how I feel about having to fish for them. But I don't know, man. Should get creative mind. Then I have to go find that clip from ever how long ago, dude. It's not a bug, it's a feature, exactly. But yeah, we'll have to see exactly how the stonking stuff comes in. I'm curious how they'll do that. I wonder if they'll make it like a like an ability or something from like the Essence shop that you have to buy, like Infiniboom. Who knows? This is kind of crazy. Beg them to remove the SkyBlock XP from crop milestones. I'm not doing that, bro. I ain't doing it. It would be nice if they would maybe make so there's less crop milestones. If it stopped at like 30 instead of 46, that would be kind of nice. But yeah, it's like from 30 to 46 is realistically like half of each crop. So that would literally like cut in half every crop milestone basically. Can't wait for Garden Slayer. Yeah, you kill pests to spawn in a giant pest. How you doing today, Clay? Hope you're having a good one. 30 is like 2 days worth. Yeah, it's not that bad. 30 to 46 is also like 3-4 days worth maybe. It's not too crazy. Then it's less farming fortune from dedication. Yeah, like you'd still have a reason to go for all that if you're wanting to go for max dedication, all that jazz. But, or I don't know. That is true. I mean, they could just reduce the amount of crops like required for each milestone to what it is currently to get to 30. Like that's an option. But any release dates in the patch notes? No. They never do that anymore. They're not going to tell us release dates until they have everything ready. And they do not currently have everything ready. Did 2 hours of garden today so far and I already feel insane. I think we need to get off TikTok. I'm going to be I think we need to get off TikTok, chat. Crazy. When you get cultivating 10, you should get milestone 46. That would be nice. Although some crops, I don't think I even got to cultivating 10 on them. So, I don't know. Which I don't guess you get cultivating for doing pest farming is the problem. Because, yeah, depending on how much you pest farm, you don't get cultivating levels for the crops you get from pests. So I think that would kind of make things a little wacky. How am I doing, by the way, on my rune book? I've had a purple rune book chilling in here for so long. Okay, bro. 1, 2, here we go. The 920, so I only need 80 more runic kills, and then it'll be done. That's kind of lit. That's kind of legitness. Pumpkin is balding for cultivation. Yeah, I have no idea what my cultivating levels are on a lot of my things. Don't even have a TikTok account and never ever use TikTok. I don't know, man. Ain't no way we're not scrolling on something to have this kind of attention span. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I mean, if you're doing pest farming, like, that makes it more entertaining. If you're not doing pests while you're farming, then yeah, I can see it being super boring. But party's full right now, Poyo. Currently full. Garden's still crazy for money. I haven't done much. I've only been doing stuff in Galatia. It's not like crazy for money, but it's better than most things on Galatia for sure. For sure, for sure. Boom. All right. Did they make it so you can only get 1 shard per trap? I don't think so. At least I didn't hear about that. Pests are making it a nightmare. I think you're not doing it right then. Probably. What's max skywalk level? Is it 521 now? I would assume it's 521. We're 43rd in the world. That's insane. But yeah, 520 prefix is, it's just dark red at the moment. So hopefully they'll add one for it, or what I think is more likely is they'll change it so every 50 levels you get a prefix instead of every 40. I imagine that's what's gonna happen, but we'll see. We shall see. For some reason, that's what happened to me when I collected my traps. Got one from each when I have 118 hunter fortune. Okay, maybe they did change it then. Perhaps. Oh, why Bazaar is disabled? I do not know. I assume there's a dupe or something going on like that. Bogged level 14, 750 kills down, 25% done already, and we haven't even been fishing for an hour. Kinda crazy. All the time for the same prefix. Yeah, I think it'll get adjusted probably, but I mean, dark red looks really cool. I don't know if I would want any different color, to be honest. It'd have to look crazy. Problem with guards, my hands start to hurt after 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what your keybinds are, realistically, because the keybinds that I used was just like, I only had to press like spacebar and then like A and D, like swap between those most of the time. So that makes it a lot easier because you don't have to worry about pressing 3 buttons at a time for hours and hours on end. Usually makes things a little bit more stressful, but 2 buttons isn't too bad. Did you cane farm? Yeah, I farmed everything. I'm maxed on all crop milestones. On all of them. Did they really add a new sea creature again after already max escalation mobs? They did, but they made it easier to kill. So you can see we're doing this in Frozen Blaze right now. Which, who's missing? Do I need to warp? Okay, I do. Yoink. But yeah, you can see we're killing in Frozen Blaze, so you don't have to kill him with an axe anymore, which is really, really nice. But yeah, Claymore's kinda in the bin. But actually, so is Midas Sword, because you're just gonna be using Hype for everything now, because it does extra damage against withered mobs. So actually, is Valkyrie the strat instead of Hype, chat, for LCN? I don't guess Ferocity procs on the LCN beam does it. That would be kind of crazy. Low key though. You think Burrs uses melee now? Like against the dragons, does Burrs actually like use a Hype? Would that be the strategy? Because that could be kind of insane. I bet. Why does only Hype give buff? I mean, it's the dragons are withered mobs now. So, deals plus 50% damage to wither mobs. That does include that. Versus a cosmetic now. Real. Real and true. Fox doesn't give the bonus, it's only Hype thing. Oh, wait, no it's not, right? I mean, I'm on an Estrella right now. Does Hype give even more? Nah, it's just 50%. Gives extra damage and intelligence per kata level. So this one gives damage and that per kata level. How about Valkyrie? Valkyrie gives damage and strength per kata level. So it might still, I mean, I don't know. Probably not. I imagine the intelligence is better for mage. Wouldn't Scylla be the best then? Possibly. Because it gives crit damage. Melee Burrs isn't good ever, no matter what. I mean, if you've got enough, if you're high enough Burrs level, you should have enough reach to be reaching the dragons. So just for that, like you can do your arrow stack and then swap the Hype. So, or its main abilities that you do more damage the more you hit a mob. Fair enough. But if you arrow stack a ton and so you've hit it a bunch already, and then you swap to Hype, Mage will one-hit dragons now probably. I wouldn't doubt it. But that's what I'm saying. It's like all the damage that Mage is doing. Should Burrs not be able to do the same kind of crazy damage with a Hype as a Mage does? Wow, flying fish pet. What crop should I farm once I hit mushroom crop milestone 30? Currently farming 51. I mean, it's not a bad idea to keep doing mushrooms until you get enough XP to get to a higher farming level. And then swap to something else, because mushroom is the best for farming XP. When's Bazaar gonna be open? If they told us, then they would tell you as well. They don't tell me things that they don't tell everybody else. Unfortunately, that would be cool. Doing use Chimera Midas as Burrs before? Yeah, but like this is gonna be so much better than Chimera Midas, is what I'm saying. That's why it's gonna be used by mages. Because Midas isn't getting a nerf at all from this update. It's just Hype is getting such a massive buff that it might actually be usable by birds as well as mage, is what I'm saying. What do you think about legit macro for new version? I'm not a fan, but I don't know. If Hypixel allows it, then it is what it is. I mean, it could help with farming, for sure. When you only have to press one button, so then maybe people's hands won't hurt as much. But yeah. That's the mod for fishing. What is the setting called? It is not a mod. If you go into SkyBlock menu and then go to settings and then personal and then fishing and you turn on all this stuff, you get the fishing timer from that. So it's pretty helpful. Why Frozen Blaze? It does help you get kills on like loot share each other's stuff. So we've got a group of 6 here fishing in Frozen Blaze. So we're all loot sharing each other's kills without having to actually stop fishing, you know? But what do you think about... Okay, I read that. Let's get a meal. Just waiting for the green light. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't use it until they make a stance on it, because it is kind of risky. It do seem kind of risky. But we'll just have to see. But dang, dude, I got so many bits to claim now. Which, by the time we're done with this fishing... I could also go for some tree gifts today and do that. Would be an option. That would be an option. Bogged level 15. Holy. Is he's probably higher level than me already. Yeah, I'm almost there. Almost there. 51 kills away. How's your fishing speed so high even with Frozen Blaze? Let's see. I mean, I've got... Well, let's just see what my fishing speed comes from. We've got 94 from our Rod of the Sea, 55 from our Ammonite, 30 base fishing speed, 30 from Heart of the Forest, I believe, 30 from the Glowing Mush Mix-In, and then a bunch more from our equipment, 60 from our equipment. Okay, so that's 60 from attributes right there. 16 from accessories, and then another 16 from our Frozen Blaze equipment. But yeah, the attributes help a lot for sure. How bad is it to max the new fishing bestiary? I mean, if you've got a full group, we've been here for, we're like a third of the way done almost. And we've been here for less than an hour. So like 3 hours to max it is not that bad. Plus all the other fishing bestiaries are easier. So if you haven't maxed those, then they'll go by faster as well. Except for ints. Ints still suck. But ints might suck even more than they did before, honestly, because now we've got a new sea creature in the loot pool, but who knows. Yo, what's good, old man? How you doing, bro? Items they added to museum got me Hex finally. GG. But yeah, it's nothing. Just 3 hours is not bad. It is not bad at all. Goes by very, very quickly. Plus, we're getting some points towards our Agatha's contest from this right now, which is also pretty cool. I don't think we're going to get enough to get epic in most of these, but maybe. Using common hook, I'm not. I have hotspot hook. Which, am I using whale bait? Probably should stop that. Doo-doo LF burnt text. I have that, but not on this pet. Not on this pet. I don't think I could get away with it on this pet. Bogged level 15. Let's go. That puts us up to 1,000 out of 3,000 kills. So already a third of the way done, and we haven't even been fishing for an hour yet. So this will go by very fast. Very, very fast. I feel like I've seen you before, but I don't know where. Bro's name is M7. I have done a lot of M7s. I've done a lot of M7s, so maybe there. Maybe it's from there. Yeah, they removed the co-op bank if you're on a solo profile. Like, if your profile used to have multiple people on it, then you no longer have the co-op bank. It'll swap you back to a normal profile. So I was freaking out because I had 1 billion coins in that bank, but it just gives you the coins back right here in the bottom right. So it's pretty nice. Stray and Scylla unchanged. Hype is -50 damage and -100 intelligence. Valk is -50 damage and -50 strength. That's so weird. That's so weird. Can't buy for garden visitors. I'm about to crash out. Uh-oh. What's good, Nathan? How's it going, bro? What you think about new Slayer? I'm hyped for it. I said like a year ago it would be great if we had like a Guardian Slayer. But I don't know how I feel about having to catch the sea creatures. Like when I imagined Guardian Slayer, I was thinking, you know, we just have like a trident, you know, one of the tridents that you can throw and just like bounce around in between the different Guardian spawns inside an underwater area. But if we're having to catch them all, I mean, my fishing speed is pretty fast, so I have pretty quick spawn times, but I don't know how I feel about it. M7 is the first 2 letters of my legal name. I think I saw you in a TikTok clip. I do have a TikTok where I dropped a lot of handles. I did drop a lot of handles. Showed them all off on TikTok. And I make a lot of videos about updates for TikTok and YouTube Shorts as well. But yeah. Wish they would balance the Agatha contest. From what I've seen, you only get legendary from trees. I mean, I feel like that should be the way that it works. Realistically, I mean, you know, we're at 3.6k points right now. That was enough in the old system to be legendary from fishing, which is kind of crazy. It is a foraging update and it is a foraging contest. You know, I feel like the main way to get points should be from foraging. What is on SkyBlock? I've never seen this. So this is the foraging part of the foraging update. So we are playing on 1.21. So we got a lot of the newer mobs from the newer versions, but we are currently just fishing. We are just fishing for a new sea creature that got added today, the Bogged, which is this skeleton-looking guy that'll show up here in a second. We got to catch 3,000 of these guys. So we've already caught 1,000, and it's been less than an hour, so we're kind of cooking right now. Somebody was LCM at Kata 25 and said his Kata was 50 rounded. Yeah, that was not me. That was not me. What stats do we need for that? Max sea creature chance or good damage and magic finds? For what? For fishing? Or for the Slayer? I don't know. We'll have to see what it's like. Might have 2 sets that you swap between. Who knows? Might be the strats. Boom. Trash. Just confused why they thought the Wither Blades needed a stat nerf. They were already getting phased out as is. Yeah, I don't know why they'd only, like, nerf a couple of them. Seems kind of odd. But, oh well. Did the dragons get changed to withered? As far as I know, yes. That is what I have heard. I haven't seen it for myself, but everybody's telling me that, so I assume it's true. I'm making some assumptions here, but I believe that is the case. Which means my LCM setup's going to be a lot cheaper. I only have to get a good Scylla, I guess, or Hyperion, whichever one it is. We'll figure that out. But I won't have to worry about upgrading a Midas sword like crazy, which is nice. But yeah, Hype and which one got nerfed? Was it Hype and Scylla got nerfed? Or Hype and Valkyrie? One of those. They got like 50 less damage on them, which is a little weird, but y'all munching on today? Ooh, that reminds me. I do have some sushi in the fridge. I got some sushi last night, and I wasn't able to eat all of it, so we're going to have a good lunch today. But yes, there are brackets beyond Legendary now. So there is a Mythic and Divine bracket. So Mythic is 7,500 points, and Divine is 10,000. And I believe there's a special bracket as well that you don't see until you reach it, which is 12,500 points. But yeah, they've nerfed some of the Wither Blades for some reason. I guess just because they didn't want them to be so crazy strong against dragons, but I don't think it really needed that, to be honest. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah. Spam clicking bizarre until I get enable. I already clicked like 2k times, but it's going to get banned for an auto clicker or something. Crazy. Yep, Hype and Valkyrie got nerfed. Okay. Very odd. Very odd. What's the max tickets you can get now? Let's see. When did the last... We'll see when this contest ends. I think you can get like 40 or so from a special. You get 12,500 points. Maybe 50. They could up it to 50, but 6,000 kills away from having a max bingo card. Oh goodness, bro's on that grind. You two don't look alike whatsoever. Upcoming dementia moment. Crazy, crazy. Hey, it happens. It happens. What's good, Kargan? What's good, gaming? What's up, alpacas? Level 520. Thought 518 was max for now. We got an update this morning that just made 521 possible. 519 was max before this morning. But yeah, as of a couple hours ago, it is now 521. What fishing armor you use? I'm currently using Frozen Blaze armor just so I get loot share on all these kills because we've got a party of 6 down here behind me. But normally I would be using Wiki Tiki Mask and 3/4 Magma Lord. Just got banned. They get banned to spam click, right and left click. Rose butterfly clicking. Crazy. Crazy. I think my dad might start playing SkyBlock because of you. Let's go. Fueling the addiction since 2022. Let's go. Best LCM weapon is a Hype, Scylla, Estrella, or Valkyrie. I think it's going to be Scylla, I would assume. But I don't know. It depends on how much it scales with intelligence versus crit damage as a mage. So I'm not sure. Why fishing again? They just added a new sea creature that requires 3,000 kills to max. Grind is real. I got a Reaper chestplate with Ancient Reforge and Recom and kill count of 88,000 for 20 mil. Was that deal good? I mean, depends on what you're planning on using it for. Because if you're just getting it to do like revs, then I don't know if that was the play. But if you're getting it for like Reaper swapping for some other dungeons and other shenanigans, then not too shabby, I guess. Because yeah, I mean, recoms alone are 10 mil a piece, so that might not be bad just for that, to be honest. Why does Valk have 5 less base strength than Scylla? That is very odd. Valk has strength for cat levels, but like why less base than Scylla? That is very odd. Very, very odd. Is there a new level color for 520 plus? There is not. It is the same right now. I'm guessing they're probably just going to make it so you get a new prefix color every 50 levels instead of 40. But who knows when that'll happen. Or if it'll happen. But yeah. Any good drops from it? Not really. If we look at the bogged here. Let's see. Sea Loomies, Mangrove Logs, Aquamarine dye if you're ridiculous. But can show your armor. So we are currently running Frozen Blaze. Ta-da! That's what we have right now. Just gonna use it for revs. Okay. I mean, you'll use it in the future for other things as well, but may have been a little overkill for T5 revs even. I was going for the dye now. That's crazy. Aquamarine is something else, dude. It is something else. All right, we're about to get it up to our legendary rank here, though. With the new changes, like getting a legendary just from fishing is still insane. Still kind of insane. I will not lie. What's your net worth? Oh dear, let's see. Be at least 45. Oh, it's not even 45 bill now. 43.5 bill is yikes. Bazaar still messed up. Pain. Big pain. I wonder if they messed up some of the fusion recipes. And like some of them are super cheap or something. And they goofed. Friend that's #1 Abyssal Minor Beast area and still didn't get the Aquamarine dye. Dang. Aquamarine 3rd would be goated. Be something. I caught a fish the fish. Wow. So pog. So very, very pog. Double hook the bog. Let's go. What is our double hook chance? 2%. Oh my goodness, we're cooking. Titanoboa Shed coming in clutch. Past your net worth. Yeah, we're down bad right now. I don't know if it counts my bank at the moment because I just got added back. Who knows? Who knows, man? But we are missing some attributes now. They added 2 more with this update. So let's see. What do I filter this by? Lowest level. Here we go. So Starborn we're working on. Chop got added, and Bayou Biter got added. So we got to max those 2 as well. There's Boggs level 16. Let's go. Another XP. And yeah, it's a grind, but we're getting there. 45% done already. Level 16 cooking. Boom. Losing net worth the same way I'm losing on my RNG. He took it. My fault. My fault. You do paid profile reviews? I do them on Saturdays. And we might start doing them on Sundays. We'll see. But yeah, I do profile review streams on Saturdays and Sundays, and then for like $10 or so, you get a guaranteed review, or we spin a wheel with like everybody's, or not spin a wheel. We have Nightbot just randomly pick somebody from the chat to get their profile reviewed. So we can take your gamble with Nightbot or do $10 for a guaranteed review. That is the current system we got set up. But let's go. Again, boys, if y'all haven't already, make sure to smash that sub button. We are closing in on 30K subs for that red name. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. All right, let's see. So we could go ahead and claim all of this. We got a Starland prize, and that is a lot of Forest Whispers. Holy. I'm going to go with... Actually, never mind. I guess not. I guess I'm not going to go with that. Awkward. Dang, we got 2 flying fish just chilling. Those streams from a few months ago when I played. Super happy getting back into SkyBlock. So much new content. They finally released foraging. Yes, sir. It is good times. It is very good times. Dang, bro got 190k Forest Whispers. That is kind of wild. But yeah. We'll see what kind of shenanigans we can pull for the rest of the day. I think we're going to try and max this bestiary. And then after we're done with that, I can get a video recorded about all the updates today and the upcoming changes. Which is going to be pretty massive. Pretty massive. Alright, sounds like a plan, Magnus. See you soon. Trying to reach this frog up here. Make sure he gets taken out. There we go. Okay, so we are missing somebody. Who are we missing? Oh yeah, Jack got DC'd. Gotcha. Comprendo. So he's taking his dog for a walk, then he'll be back. Gotcha, gotcha. I always forget IGNs to YouTube IGN differences. No updates in months, and now we're literally getting flooded. I'm overwhelmed, man. It is a lot. But, I mean, realistically, today's update didn't add a ton of new stuff to do. You know? And it just made old systems easier to understand. And for endgame players, it's like a good mixture. I feel like this update was great. Because it's... I mean, if you've invested a lot into a Midas Sword, like, Midas Sword is still good for stuff. You know, you can still use it for, like, Tarantula Slayer right now. Very good for that. And I'm sure it'll have more uses added in the future, in spite of it getting a bit of a nerf today. And same thing for Claymore. But it makes M7 Mage cheaper to get into, which is great. For me personally, I'm very happy about that. And then gotta mop the fish. Wow. And then, yeah, it just changes the M7 meta a little bit, which is kind of cool. So in-game players have something to check out, which is pretty epic. But yeah. Metas are going to be so whack for like 5 weeks. Yeah, who knows if it's going to stay the same anyways. Like, it might get changed every time. Why is Mage cheaper? Because now the Ender Dragons in M7... are withered mobs instead of end mobs. They're considered withered mobs, withered slash undead mobs. So the meta now for mage, like currently before this update, yesterday the meta was to use either a claymore and an ender dragon, or a G-drag and a Midas sword. And now the meta is going to be G-drag and a Hyperion of some sort. I don't know if it'll be Scylla or a Hype, but one of those. Because since they're considered withered mobs, Chimera, or not Chimera, Hypes and Scyllas do extra damage against withered mobs, so they're going to be very, very strong against them. Isn't Tarantula Slayer just easy in general? I've been killing it with Giant Sword. Yeah, it's not too bad. But like, if you're using a Midas Sword, it'll go by in literally 3 hits. That'll be it. Cores are 134 mil now. Oh no. Dang, Terminator just dying in price every other day, I swear. 07s, man. I mean, E-Drag was one of the cheaper parts. That is true. It's just Claymore and Midas Sword. Those were the pricey parts. Like, you're not going to use either of those now. You're going to be running a Hype the whole time, which means it's going to be cheaper to get into M7 Mage, which is really nice. Because now all you got to do is get, like, you know, Chimera Midas Sword. And, I mean, the Chimera Ragax and all that stuff, I mean, you already have that for playing Burrs and Archer most of the time. So, if you're investing in that, it's not a bad investment because you use it in other classes. And then, you know, every class has its own thing that you invest in to make it easier to do. Like, I mean, tank is pretty cheap. I mean, hype, whatever. You know what I mean. Like, tank is pretty cheap. You can get a Spirit Mask, but it's not required. Definitely helps, but again, not required. Healer. What do you need for healer? Healer is super cheap as well. It's not really much you need for that. I mean, it's just healer, and tank is just getting the master stars and stuff for all that. But then playing Burrs, you got to get a Spirit Mask generally if you're going to be pulling some shenanigans doing I4. And then if you're out here playing Archer, then you got to get like a Death Bow or buff your Ragax stronger than you normally would for just Burrs. And then if you're playing Mage, before you had to get, you know, Chimera Midas Sword, Chimera Hyperion, all this crazy stuff. Like 2 Chimera weapons is insane. Now you only need 1 Chimera weapon, which is really nice. Really, really nice. Thought they're not wither mobs now. They are End, Undead, and Airborne. From what I've heard, they are withered, Undead, and Airborne, and not End. This is what I have heard. Again, I haven't seen it for myself, but this is what everybody's telling me. So I am making the assumption that it is true. But if everybody's full of it, that would also be hilarious. Spirit Mask for healer if you do early enter 3 or whatever 2. True. But I mean, you can do that with like a Phoenix pet. You know, you don't have to have that. Or a Bonzo Mask, you don't have to have it. But yeah. Patch notes are in the pinned comment. I made a video talking about the update a couple days ago. If you guys haven't seen all the new shenanigans going on, make sure to check that out. Burrs second term, Phoenix, Spring Boots, Ender Dragon. I mean, I'm doing Burrs without a second term, and it's going by fine. But then again, I do have like max magical power, so I don't know if for regular Burrs if you need a second term. But yeah, Spring Boots, that is true. Spring Boots for sure. Still need 2 Chimera 5 books, 1 for Hype, 1 for Ragax. I think I'll be able to get by with just Chimera 3 Ragax, to be honest. I don't think I need Chimera 5 on it. Especially with all the attributes and stuff. Just makes things easier. So, I think I'll be fine. But we'll see. But again, like, the thing about Ragax is you don't just use it as Mage. Like, you use that as Arch, you use that as Burrs. So you don't have to just have it specifically to play that one class. Wish the Wither Drags had a bestiary tier so we could see clearly what they are. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be really nice. Only doing bingo to eventually get Spring Boots, to be honest. Fair enough. Let me make sure that dragons Dragon. Like it won't show them in here. Yeah, it just shows superior. All those guys. Running Skeleton Master and Maxwell Boots as Burrs, yeah. Only doing bingo to eventually get. Okay, I read that. I'm trolling. Is 1.21.5 or 1.8.9 better for Slayer? I mean, right now 1.8.9 is going to be better most of the time just because there's more mods and better stuff that way. All right, chat. We're missing 2 spots. If anybody wants to frozen blaze fish, we got room for 2 right now. No way. 2B's planning on throwing his archer runs. Yeah, well, I actually do damage, so I think I'll be fine. What's new with forging? Again, patch notes are in the pinned comment. Made a video talking about everything new a couple days ago. But main things with forging, they added a new thing for tree gifts. There's a new shard in tree gifts. Pretty epic. Need to fix the rubber band on slabs. Yeah, I logged into my garden on 1.21 this morning. I was rubber banding on the roof of my garden. I was like, that's a little awkward. So level 200 G-Drag price. I have not seen it. What's it at? Do not get an all for one book or one for all book English. One for all books are trash. They are not worth it. They are terrible. They do less damage than T6 and you don't get looting. They are terrible. Alright, how we do it? So we're 13% to 521 right now, which is kind of insane. We are 49th in the world. Crazy. 790 mil for a level 200 G-Drag? There's no way. That's crazy. What? Ain't no way. Hold up. Lore 200. That's not. Here we go. Nope. Here we go. That's insane. What? Why? Why are they that cheap? That's crazy. What the heck? That is insane. Oh, they were getting duped. That's why Bazaar is down. Okay, I figured. But dang, people out here duping G-Drags. That's crazy. Wow. Wow. I guess it makes sense. That explains it. Game update moment. Yay, no more duping. People were duping Greg's. Auction house would be down. Are they just that cheap now? Ain't no way. I get banned for buying a G-Drag right now? I don't think so. Maybe they're just that... They might just be that cheap. Because you only need 2 now? Yeah, I guess everybody's selling their 3rd one because Shellman got fixed. That makes sense. That makes sense. Warp. Chat, we are out of Fisher people. Can we get some more Fisher people? Anybody want to help? I don't know. We might stop a little bit. I need to get a video up. Might be the strats. We'll see. Might have to do it. And then continue the grind later. There's 600 mil for level 0. Yeah, I don't know. That is kind of wacky. Halberd good for master mode and what floor? I don't think it's going to be that good. Like, only time that was going to be an option is M7. But Claymore, or not Claymore, Hype should beat it. So. Shall I officially work now? It does work. Yes, sir. Did Huteo do Greg sound? No way. Crazy. I need Bazaar. I'm fiending for garden visitors right now. Got dedication 4 and 2 overgrown grass yesterday. I got overgrown grass this morning. I did get that. Yo. Hold up. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Bestiary milestone 375 with bogged level 17 right there. So that's going to be a nice little million combat XP. Make sure we claim this while holding the Estrella so that we can get that extra experience from that. But we're holding our G-Drag right now, so should level that up. G-Drag's level 191 off of that. Let's go, man. Slowly but surely getting him leveled up. But holy cow, that puts us 13% to 521 right now. Top 50 in the world. That is insanity. Absolutely insane. What pet item for dungeons right now? Generally, what are we freaking out about? Hey? Warp. Oh, bro needs warp. There you go. But let's see. Pet item for dungeons now. Generally, remedies. Antique remedies for G-Drag. It's going to be the strat. Pay more modest best weapon for M5 right now for LCM. Yeah, for other floors, it should... Actually, is Livid going to be a withered mob? Is that the strat? Might still be using hype for LCM for pretty much everything now, because I think all those guys are withered / undead NPCs or bosses, I mean. So yeah, top 50 is crazy. What's good, Ganta? How you doing today, bro? What's up, lady man? You just got a meal? Having a Slayer weapon be the best in dungeons would be super dumb. It would be kind of funny though. It would be kind of funny. All right, let's get Jack back. Doot. Yoink. Bam. Short walk, nice. Should we make a video to see what does best for M7? Thing is, I don't have the money to like have maxed out stuff, so it's gonna be different just because none of them are gonna be like clean or like have the same enchants and stuff. Is the problem. I'm too poor. Burst stacking AOTS on drag trust, that's the meta. Real and true. Prices are gone. If you buy them, you might be banned. I don't know. For G-Drag. If those were getting duped, surely they would have closed the auction house as well as the bazaar. Like, surely. Bazaar is still disabled, but they would have surely closed the auction house if that was getting duped. Unless it's getting duped and they haven't figured that out yet. Who knows? But yeah, I think everyone's just panic selling them right now because, you know, a lot of M7 players had like 3 G-Drags, 2 or 3. Like either 1 for remedies, 1 for relic, 1 for shelmet, or 1 for remedies and 1 for shelmet. And so everyone's selling their 1 that they had for shelmet before now. But yeah. Spooky Cupcake is going to be best for low levels, I'm going to guess, because 400 speed to go bird. Probably. Depends on the pet, realistically. Because if the pet has good strength, then remedies is probably still going to be better. But minus relics are 135 mil. Dude, LF Diana with Mythological Ritual? Where's she at, bro? How does Terminator hit fast on E-Man? Some people do like 3 seconds to 100 hit them. A lot of people do explosive arrows, and then they'll swap to like a piece or 2 of terror. Do some crazy shenanigans like that. But yeah, you gotta have explosive arrows. Oh show. T7 enchants for getting duped. Oh man. G-Drag price has been like that for a week or 2. I got one level 160 for 620 mil. That is crazy. Yeah, just because Shelmet picks, everybody's selling their second one. I mean, for Baby Eddie, it's 2 more strength to do remedies, 32 strength versus 30 strength from Cupcake. Interesting. Yeah. For some reason we're getting Marina again. I mean, they did add a new fishing mob, so that part kind of makes a little bit of sense, but still. How many bogs are we at now? 1750. When's my next bestiary? Another 250 kills, so we'll be up to 2,000. Yeah, this won't take long. We can get this maxed out today pretty quick, and then I'll make a video. Probably the strat. But yeah, Guardian Slayer getting added is hype, bro. I was hoping that, like, Tarantula was just a side update, because they said they were adding a brand new Slayer, and I was like, surely that's not just Tarantula T5s. And it's not. We get an actual full Slayer. That's going to be so good. When do you think Bizarre will be back up? It just depends. Hopefully in the next hour or two, but usually they don't keep it down for too long, unless the dupe is a really big issue. But we'll see. We shall see soon enough. Hopefully soon enough. Kind of waste my money though. I got it as soon as I got back into the game, so I had no money for Glacier. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The grind is real. But, I mean, G-Drag opens doors for a lot of other things to do as well, is the nice part. So, it is still good. Alright, let me sell all this trash. There we go. Oh, it's so many pets. What the heck? I might just sell all these to George, Loki. They're not too expensive. Flying fish. Yes, let me spell that correctly, please. There we go. Alright. I mean, 100k. And the epics are a mil. Okay, I'll sell the epics. 1 mil. Boom. 1 mil. Boom. 100k. Boom. And 100k. Easy monies. Easy peasy monies. That's what you like to see right there. They're keeping stonking in newer versions. They are. That's gonna be pretty lit. But I'm curious why they would update dungeons. Like, are they gonna do it for the skins, or like, you know, the animation they showed a while back with the new like Necron skins and stuff? Like, if they're gonna do it for that, like, that would be sick. Farming Ghost with a Gemstone Gauntlet makes 30 mil an hour. The more you know. Very pog. Why is Bizarre down, bro? Apparently people were duping T7 books. So, dupe going around. Fun times. Been doing stuff in Galatia, making about 4.6 mil every 7 minutes. Dang. That's kind of wild. What kind of stuff has bro been doing? Or if they're just doing it for competitive fairness with the funnies, plus this way 1.21 people aren't just insta-kicked from parties because bad. Well, I mean, you'd have to play on 1.21 if they updated to that, I imagine. Because everybody will be 1.21. But yeah, I mean, right now, if you're playing on 1.21 in M7, yeah, you should get kicked. You can't stonk in 1.21. And that just means that you're clear as slow. Pretty much. What are you fishing in? We are fishing in a little cave in Galatia. Like, there's a little cave behind a waterfall beneath the beacon. So we're just fishing here. Trying to get our bogged bestiary done. That is our grind for today. That Frozen Blaze armor? It is, yes. So they've changed it so that Frozen Blaze now works on the Galatia sea creatures except for Ints. Ints are the only sea creature that they don't work on. But it works on everything else, which is really nice. Means this bestiary is a breeze, which is massive W's. Absolutely massive W's. So we've already done like 2/3 of the bestiary. Right, what are we at now? Yeah, almost 1.9k kills out of 3,000. So it's going by super quick. Which is pretty epic. Pretty epic. So I gotta make a video after this. I think I'm just gonna mainly talk about I'll talk about Melody's Harp because I missed that in the last video. But yeah, I'm mainly gonna talk about the upcoming stuff. So it's pretty epic. Gonna be pretty epic. Maybe I don't cover stuff on alpha, chat. What do y'all think? Like, I feel like when I cover stuff on alpha, a lot of times it doesn't do that well. And then I end up, like, making the exact same video when it comes out on the main server. You know? I don't know. Maybe I just make shorts about alpha stuff, and then I make a big video about the big changes whenever they drop. I don't know. Even though the alpha videos don't do that good, they still do better than Road to Supreme 100. So maybe I just keep doing it. I don't know. The grind don't stop. Goes up to Bog 17 now. Let's go. Are we about to hit 18? I think we're about to hit 18. Yeah. Getting there. What is Flame at? Flame's at 18. Yeah, I mean, we're both about to hit it. He's just built different, dude. But yeah, I usually do shorts. And the shorts do great. It's just the videos don't do as good. But I mean, it still does better than regular stuff. But maybe I just don't make the same video twice. Be like, alright, so if you guys want to hear about most of the update stuff, it was in this video. I'm going to talk about the things that they changed since then in this video that we're doing right now. Or maybe the strats. Any limited items in the game? So like whenever they do updates and stuff, sometimes, like if it's a big update, they'll have like a community project where you have to donate certain items to get a memento. So there's like in here, I've got a bunch of mementos. So we've got like the locket or the locked ballot box commemorates our participation in the community center project for the community center refurbishment. And then this one was for the pet care expansion, and this one was for participating in the winter 2023 event. So they got things like that. But other than that, most things are accessible for everybody. Oh, yo, what's good, Oompa? Mosquito bow thoughts. I mean, I do still think it needs to get like a cooldown on it, but just like a left click cooldown to like even just half a second, man, would be fine. But it is what it is. It doth beeth what it doth beeth. Easy mill right there. We'll take that. Man, these guys are getting nuked, bro. Holy. How you doing? I'm doing great. How about yourself? Did they enable Spider Slayer RNG meter? They did not, at least when I checked it a little while ago. I don't know why. Double check, make sure. Yeah. At least not for this. Yeah, the other stuff's still not either. And then there's Bog's level 18, which means we only have 1,000 kills left to max it. Pretty nice. We haven't even been here for 2 hours. Let's go. So it should be about 45 minutes before we're done, in theory. But Bazaar is back. That's pretty cool. You'll love to see it. I'm just gonna go over here and nuke that guy. That dude in particular. But yay, Bazaar is back. How much are hummingbirds going for? I need those to go down in price, and then I can buy them all. How about the Titanoboas? Those are also a little bit expensive. If I can get my hands on all those, that would be nice. It was good. MR missed the start. It's all good, dude. It'll be a VOD if you want to check it out, and I will make a video talking about most of the new stuff, but I did already make a video talking about the update when it was on alpha. So if you guys want to check that out. Pretty epic shenanigans. Been grinding Spider Slayer to get Mosquito. Gotcha. But yeah, I don't know if they've just forgotten about Tarantula RNG meter or what's going on. Who knows? Pigeon sees so much lower on guard when you can't do visitors with Bazaar. Thankfully, it's back up. Let's go. Perfect timing for real. But yeah, I still don't have my mosquito pet leveled all the way. So I still gotta work on that. I did not, unfortunately. Still haven't learned my Hebrew. Still got some work to do with that. But Spirit Mask, lowest price. Ta-da! There's one on the auction house. Unless I have my setting on Epic, which I think I do. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, 520 mil. Expensive. Expensive. So there's more of them, but that's the cheapest one. Can't fish up Piranha Shards for some reason. Is bro just unlucky? I don't know. Tarantula Bow better than Juju? It is at the moment. Just because it does really good burst damage. And if you have good mana regen, it's even better. But the left click ability on it makes it better than Juju. So it's pretty powerful. Bought mine for 470 mil from Dark Auction when Scorpius was around. Gotcha, gotcha. Grind is real. Alright, let's see. Boom. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So we gotta get... I can't spell. I still can't spell. We're gonna get it one of these times. P-E bogged. I still misspelled it. There it is. Okay. So we gotta get 90, or not 90, 900 more. 900 is not bad though. Like we just did 1,000, or not 1,000. We just did 100 in like literally the last 3 minutes. That's insane. Someone dropped Dream Book. Wasn't me. Pip got it. Nice. On a start M7 tank at Cata 47, do I need Mask? I mean, Mask makes life easy. It definitely makes life a lot easier. Like you can use Bonzo Mask, and I would have a Phoenix Pet if you don't already. And just set that, like have a fishing rod in your hotbar at all times, and set it to like when cast fishing rod, equip Phoenix Pet. And if you're about to die, and you've already used your Bonzo Mask, you can swap to the Phoenix Pet. But 2 deaths should be all that you get, realistically. So that should be fine. Yo, let's go Oompa GG. Fishing stream, yeah, they added a new sea creature, so we're maxing out the bestiary. We've already got 2.5 or 2.1 thousand kills out of 3,000 though. And we haven't even been here for 2 hours, so we should be here for like another 30 minutes or so, then we're done. Which is pretty epic. But yeah, I swear, they just, every other update, they want to add a sea creature and make me fish. And now we're getting a whole Slayer around fishing. Like, that's just insane. That's just crazy. Hello, TNT. Easy 44 mil. Same. Let's go. Doo-doo-doo-doot. Bro's just jealous of my bald level 520. Real. How you doing? I'm doing great. How about yourself, sir? M7 after you're done? I gotta record a video after I'm done. And we'll probably do M7 tomorrow because I shouldn't have anything else to do from this update other than buy stuff. In theory. But we'll see. Got a few M7 runs done. Yo, what class we playing? That was fun. It is a grind. It is very much a grind. Man, I'm gonna have so many shards to sell after this as well. It's gonna be a little bit insane. Healer, of course. Let's go. How was the pre-dev? Pre-dev is super fun, for real, for real. I enjoyed pre-dev once I figured out how to do it. It's just the learning part that sucks. Still LF Wither Shield? Oh, dang. We're out here running M7 without Wither Shield. That is kind of yikes. Easy, let's go. There's an int up here by me, by the way, guys. If somebody wants that bestiary. He's just vibing up here. Never mind, he's dead. Flame jumped on that so fast. Bro, I said we're going grass right before I checked, and this dude got one. Crazy. Let's go. Only got 5 minutes of God Potion left. Uh-oh. What is pre-dev? It's called the Yoinky Splinky now, bro. What? Bro, what? I don't think so. I am not calling it that. I am not calling it that. That's messed up. Alright, I should be able to claim another Agatha's contest and have enough stuff to get another Hunter Fortune, which is nice. Powliner named it so it's canon now. Is that how that works? Interesting. Interesting. My co-op's gotten 4 overgrown grass and a dedication 4 at 822 visitors. Bro, what? That is insane. That's some crazy RNG right there. Absolutely mad. I feel like I've gotten pretty lucky with those recently too, though. Like in my last like 50 visitors, I've gotten 2 grass. Maybe even 3. It's been a lot. We all be farming. I mean, it's good money method. Ain't no problem with it. Are we looking? Dang. Yeah, this is going by so quick. Holy cow. So quick. You gotta love it. Hold on, let me make some enchanted mangrove real quick so my inventory doesn't fill up with all that. Chords of Spot, it's like right underneath the beacon. So if you're like looking at the beacon from the campfire area, there's like a waterfall, and behind that waterfall is a cave, and that's where we're at. No more fortune on private island. That sucks. I mean, they fixed gravel now, so you don't have to worry about that part. That's what you were worried about. Because I know a lot of people were doing private island gravel farming after this update, and now there's no reason to have to do that. So that's like the main thing, I think. Got grass on Jerry from tutorial. That's insane. What? What? Why is Bazaar closed? It should be open now. Yeah, it's open. But apparently there was a dupe going on before. Very brain dead money, but easy money as well. Exactly. Good times. Oh, Nightbot got match. God pot is way too expensive. Gotta go back to foraging. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wonder how many bots the private island nerf killed. I have no idea. Probably a lot. Probably a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot. CM skulls. How many do I have right now? I probably shouldn't tell Slayer about that. That'd probably be a bad idea. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Keck W. Keck W. Anyways, we're up to 250 mil now, and we'll see how we do here. Hopefully we can spend that money pretty quick. Oh, we can definitely spend that money pretty quick. But how many hummingbirds do I need? I think they're rare, so I need 48, right? Which at the moment is 164 mil. Yeah, I think we'll wait a little bit on that one. Missing 50k after selling everything, bruh. Bruh. Have you collected from the minions? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Hold up. Alright. Good, what now? Iffy. Alright. Bro, it's so weird hearing these stupid, like, wet wings growling in my ear. Feels very odd. Iffy. It is very iffy. So, normally tonight I'd be going to Jiu-Jitsu class. But I can only hear out of one ear. Although I wouldn't have to drive, so I think that'll be fine. I don't want to drive with just one ear, but it also can like make me a little dizzy sometimes. My right ear stopped up, so probably not a good idea to be doing rolls while that's happening. But fishing where you are good at, like fishing 24, yeah, it's not bad. But Bayou is better. 4K kills left. The grind is real. Dang, bro's already gotten 2,000 kills in like the last hour. Let him cook. Do F6 for Giant Sword now. Very nice, very nice. I have only one term. What ultimate enchant should I have? Depends for what you're using it for. If you're not doing T5 Kudra, or well, if you're not doing any Kudra, I guess T3 and above. If you're not doing T3 and above, and you're not doing like M7 Arch or Birds, then Soul Eater would be ideal. But if you're M7 Arching or Birdsing, or if you're doing T3 plus Kudra, then Duplex. Sounds like playing Oompa. Do. Wait for it. How's it looking? Oh yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Is Rend not good? Rend is trash. I believe it is just complete trash now, right? I want to say. Like, do they even use it in Kudra anymore? Like I saw Future's video when he was doing Rend after the forging update, and it did not seem that good. But I don't know, it might just be better than regular damage still. What's the update? They added a bunch of stuff with, like, added a new mob type system. So you can see like the symbols above each mob's head now. Here, let me catch one and bring it this way so it doesn't instantly die. Boom. So you can see he's got like that blue and white symbol next to him, which it symbolizes just what type of mob he is and what kind of damage he's weak to. So pretty cool stuff with that. They also added this new sea creature, which is the guy we just caught and looked at. That is the Bogged. We got to get 3,000 kills of him to max out the bestiary. Let's grind. Yo, let's go, Jay. GG. Let him cook. Did they nerf it? I don't know if they like directly nerfed Rends. It's just with the way attributes are now, it might just not be great. I don't think they directly nerfed it, but would you recommend someone trying to get into E-Man Slayer? Got carried to E-Man 5, currently have 10-star Burning Crimson. Get an Enderman pet. So that helps with defense quite a bit against Enderman if you're struggling with that part of it. But if not, I mean, of course, G-Drag would be crazy. But if you don't have Terminator yet, then that's probably not an option. So, but 5 or whatever, 10-star burning is really strong. So should be fine with that, realistically. Should be doing enough damage with that. And like an atom split would be ideal, but Vorpal you might be able to handle a T4. But if you're struggling still with damage, then you might just need an atom split. Nah, Ender Artifact's not needed for T4. It definitely helps, but it's not necessary. You can do it without it. Buy Frozen Blaze so that we get loot share. We've got 4 people back here that are also fishing. And so we don't have to do damage to their mobs by like actually hitting it. Frozen Blaze does damage so that we're all getting each other's bestiary. So it just helps things go by like literally 5 times faster than it normally would. So it's pretty nice. But we are missing 1 person, chat. So if anybody wants to Frozen Blaze fish, we got room for 1 right now. They removed T7 books from Bazaar. Did they? That would be kind of awkward. Let's see. Enchants, normal enchants. I mean, there's crit 7 right here, so no, they did not. I think they removed a couple of them. I can't remember which ones they said specifically. I think there were 2 that got changed, but I can't remember. But I don't have Frozen Blaze. I mean, if you want to just fish, it's just you won't be getting Bestiary. We'll still be getting a Bestiary. So it's still helpful for us. Plus, you don't have to kill your sea creatures. You can just focus on fishing, getting more mobs. So it does help you with your Bestiary a little bit. But hope you're having a good one today, Taken. Yo. And there's Bogged 19. 1 more level to go. Only 500 kills left. And we haven't even been here for 2 hours. That's crazy. Actually crazy. What's new? I made a video a couple days ago talking about everything. And there's also patch notes in the pinned comment. But basically, there's a new sea creature. And that's what we're fishing for right now. That's the main thing that I'm worried about at the moment, at least. There's a couple new attributes. There is a new mob type system, which is pretty cool. Changes the meta for M7 up a bit, specifically LCM. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Enderslayer 7 Sound Bazaar. Yeah, so apparently that they changed the item for that. So if we're looking at RNG meter for Enderslayer, like Enderslayer 7's not an item in here either. Now it's the... Is it this? I think it's this. The Endstone Idol. So that upgrades it. Endstone Idol. Yeah. So this upgrades your Enderslayer from Enderslayer 6 to Enderslayer 7. So, yeah, that's just... they just changed the item now. So I think that one and maybe Bane of Arthropods. Bane of Arthropods get changed too. Or no, is there a Bane of Arthropods? There's not a Bane of Arthropods 7. Or was it in here? No, Smite 7's still a thing. It's still a thing. Or it says it's still a thing. I don't know. What do I do with my Enderslayer 7 book? Throw it on the ground and see if it updates. I don't know. I don't know. That might just be like a legacy item now. Smoldering? Oh, was it smoldering? No. I know it was in the patch notes. Hold up, let me pull them up. Yoink. Museum items, achievements, da-da-da-da. Booster. Let's see. Phantom, Axolotls. Oh, wait, was it Arcane? Because I know they changed Arcane books. Now, Arcane books, you can make, like, Arcane 5 just from enchanting tables, and then Arcane 6 is a rare drop from Chillblades now. I know they changed that. Let's see. Enchantment changes. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, so Smite 7 supposedly got replaced, but it doesn't show in the RNG meter. Interesting. It says it was Smite, but yeah. So Smite... Yeah, Smite 7, it's what? The hand? Yeah, the severed hand. So this is Smite 7 now. But the RNG meter hasn't changed, which is weird. I just got Minecraft on his computer, and I'm helping him learn controls in a single-player world. Yo, let's go. Mans is cooking. Iskatayos, how's it going, bro? Dude, dang, we got our 2% double hook chance. And wasted on a wet wing. Let's go. How are we looking in here? 400 kills left, and then we're done, and then I will go record a video, and then hog. I just think highlight mix right now. I have no idea. I'm not sure at all, to be honest. Need term. Term is kind of goated. Wants to play SkyBlock. I'm scared. What if he gets addicted to SkyBlock? Gasp. This is the way, though. Are y'all gonna do a co-op or just gonna make his own profile? Appreciate it, Tyos. Thank you, man. Happy to help, dude. Yeah, hopefully I'll have an update in the next 2 hours out. Hopefully 3 hours about today's update. That is the plan, but we'll see how it goes. It might take me a little longer to edit. I might eat before I record. I'll probably just record. Plan. Isn't your double hook chance higher than 2%? How does the jobs attribute work? So the jobs attribute only works on the Crimson Isle. The 2% that I'm getting right now is from the Titan line that I have on the fishing rod. If it was Marina perks, then you get extra for like your sea creature chance, but Marina's not elected right now. So don't have that. And I am just using Frozen Blaze. So I think Frozen Blaze, I have to use my Ammonite pet. Whereas if I was using my other set, then I could get some extra double hook chance from Burnt Texts. But I'm not putting Burnt Text on an Ammonite pet, dude. It's not happening, pit. I wouldn't have 300 fishing speed in Frozen Blaze with that. For sure. I mean, maybe if I changed a piece of armor to Festive, I might could do it, but it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Make his own probably because I'm on one with my friend. Got you. I left Titan line? Exactly. Ain't no way we're begging for Burnt Text right now when we don't have a Titan line. Keck W couldn't be me. Fishing 31 and want to level up as fast as possible. Is lava fishing still the best way? I would say so, yeah. Lava fishing is still going to be the best strategy for 27 and above. Like, you can get a lot from Bayou, but Bayou is... I'd say Bayou is probably better for money until you unlock Jobus. But for actual XP, lava fishing is going to be better. I got timed out, yeah, because you didn't put an apostrophe in the word heal, so I thought you said a bad word. Yep. He's very sensitive about that. Nightbot's afraid of death, you know, so he doesn't like the H word. He's just a chicken like that. So, it's very sensitive. Bless his heart. I keep trying to get him to go to church with me, but it's not working, man. Doing my best. But how we doing here? Yo, chill. 300. 300 left. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll have this done in no time. About to put don't ban me, but it didn't work. Awkward. Theoretical max for foraging fortune? That is a great question, and I'm not sure, to be honest. I imagine I'm probably pretty close to it. I think I could have max, but I'd be missing out on like the max mangrove fortune and like the max fig fortune in particular. Although actually you need a crap ton. Forgot, you gotta have so much fortune or so much forest whispers to get the max fortune now. So I'd be missing out on a little bit, but it's a lot. It's up there. I think I get like 1,500. Is that right? That might be too much. 1,200. I think I get about 1,200. I want to say something like that. But yeah, I imagine it's probably less than 2,000. It might be less than 1,500, but I can't remember. It's been like a month since I forged, so those numbers might be off. This way to get coins with fishing. Is Galatia better than Crimson Isle? No, Galatia doesn't really make money from fishing. We're just doing this for the bestiary. But the best way for fishing XP or for fishing money is like around for fishing 31. I would say probably Bayou fishing. Going for Titanoboas, especially right now. Titanoboa just got, just got a new attribute shard. So you can go for that. Plus going for Titanoboa shed from hunting them as well. So you can get some good drops that way. That go for good money. But you made 50 mil. I mean, CMs are good too. That's not, you're not wrong with that. I keep forgetting CMs actually make a bit of money. But I mean, we've been here for 2 hours and I've made like maybe 50 mil. So 25 mil an hour is not too crazy. And that is with like maxed out gear. Almost maxed out gear. I don't have burnt text and all that jazz, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Forging still okay money? Yeah, it's still pretty good. I mean, right now they just added a new shard to tree gifts, so that's pretty good. What do you recommend for making money at level 170? Farming is a good thing to get into. Rift, hunting, those are all good options. And then once you've got a little bit of money to spend on a new money method, you can go for mining, or you can start going for dungeons. It's the best way to do it, I would say. F5 makes pretty decent money as well. Just depends on what you have fun doing, realistically. I mean, yeah, I mean, realistically, you can kind of just go for whatever you want if you're enjoying it. Like, if you really want to do dungeons, you can do only dungeons for money. It's going to be really bad at the start, but over time, it gets much, much better. But yeah. I think the devs messed up the Final Destination set. I die so fast with 50k Final Destination armor with P4 Void. That would be awkward if they goofed up on that. That would be awkward. I don't know. Seen level 70s in M7? That is wild. Is that like the bingo players out here trying to drop handles? That'd be kind of crazy. That would be kind of crazy. Slayer's up to level 19. We're almost there, fellas. Less than 200 to go. It was a funny healer. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about right. Thoughts on communism? Ugh. Next question. How do you sell attribute shards? They're on Bazaar. So if you have them in here, then you just shift right click everything. Boom. Bazaar. Sold. 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 Alright. But yeah, you can shift right click now, so that is a massive W. Just gonna relax. Oh, how's it going, bro? Boom. Getting 0 ints. Good times, bro. We're still missing 430. Flames taking them all, man. It's Jover. It's Jover. Yeah, how you doing, Pouty? It's been a little bit. Is Dragon scuffed? I heard Dragon mob type already changed. Yeah, in M7, that's what I've heard. So, using Ender Dragon and M7 is not going to be the meta anymore. We're going to, I guess we're all going to be using G-Drag pets now. Good cow. Wanting to increase my damage for Blaze T4s. Was wondering if I should just spend money on talismans. Or spend money to get level 400 or buy Chimera 3 for second dagger. Oh, man. I assume you've got G-Drag already then, right? And how much magical power you got? Yeah, I got G-Drag, okay. Did you also soulbind your Chimera 5 minus? I did not make a Chimera 5 minus, so no. 1506, like that's pretty solid already. I mean, if there's some attributes out there that do some damage stuff, you might want to go for those. Would be a good idea. But I mean, if you're all in on Blaze and you're really wanting to spend Chimera 3 on a dagger, like that would be a flex for sure. All the damage attributes, cool. All right then, well there you go. They are making Starborns cheaper soon, so that'll help a little bit. That'll give like a little extra strength, I believe, but nothing too crazy. Oh, you can do slash mob type. Oh, so you can see, or yeah, I mean you can see this part, but can you see the Ender Dragons? The Ender Dragons aren't in here. I was hoping to see like exactly what each mob belongs to each mob type, you know? Because I've just heard that they're like that. I haven't seen it for myself. But Barb Duke X gives 25% melee damage max. Yeah, that shard's goated. It's kind of goated. Only reason I mentioned leveling because I'm level 386 at the moment. If I spend some money to get 400, I can upgrade my Book of Progression. That does more damage to my Vengeance ability. That's true. Excuse me. So that would help a little bit. Plus you get some extra strength for every like 5 levels as well. So it wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, if there's some like essence shop stuff you can do, usually that's going to be a pretty good option. I don't know what it caps out at. Caps out at. I think it caps out at 5%. So at level 500. I believe that's when it caps out. Oh. So. Dang. Flame's the 36th person to max out the bestiary. GG, dude. Let him cook. Player's gonna catch up to me, man. Oh, dang. Never mind. We're almost done. What are we at? I'm 39th. We're getting there, fellas. We are getting there. So 1.1% extra. For real, we out here spending crazy money for the max stats. You know how it goes. You know how it is. Yeah, dang. We're cooking. You're gonna make money from attribute shards from mobs. How do you sell? So you go in here, you shift right click them out of your box, and then you sell them on Bazaar. If I didn't answer that, I might have just read that for the second time. It's possible. I think I just had a seizure, but I'm not sure. I think if you had a seizure, you would know for sure. I feel like, right? An M7 the Arch could still easily skip Red Drag with Ender Dragon Pet, yeah. But, I mean, it depends on the Archer, I guess, really. But, might as well use G-Drag at this point. Ain't no reason not to. Really need to build one of those, I was gonna say magma farm. Build a mega farm so I can farm visitors for the Jake Talisman. That one is a grind. I mean, you don't even have to be farming because the visitors show up every hour. So just do like an hour of dungeon runs or Blaze Slayer, whatever it is, and then come check on your visitors every hour. It's the strat. Think E-Drag still works in M7? I don't know, man. I don't know. From what I've heard, it doesn't seem like it, but I haven't seen it for myself, so we'll have to check it out. LF spider meter for real, bro. When they fix an RNG meter, I need to see it. I works in M7. My buddy's still murdering them. I mean, again, it just depends. Like, you could still be doing crazy stuff. It's just the question of whether or not the other stuff is better now. I don't know. But if it does still work, then that's nice. So you don't have to change. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Bogged Bestiary maxed. We did that in less than 2 hours, or about 2 hours on the dot of fishing. 3,000 bogged kills. And that puts us at the 39th person to max out this bestiary, which is pretty insane. But we are once again done with fishing. Feels good, man. 16% to 521, currently 58th in the world. Now, we could go ahead and get our hands on a couple of the new shards. There's the Hummingbird, and there's the Titanoboa. I don't know. We might have to do this Titanoboa low key. How much? 24 of these. Yeah, I mean 67's not that much money. We'll just do that. That's another 10 XP for that. You'll love to see it. Bayou Biter level 10, which is really nice. Another 10 Skyblock experience for that. So now we just got, once again, 2 shards left to go to max. 27% to 521. And that should solidify us in the top 100, at least for the day, I would think. But we'll still have to check some money tomorrow. Make a fishing guide for early game. I made a fishing guide for like the entire gear progression. That is still pretty accurate. They changed diver armor up a bit, so that's a little bit different now. But that's fishing progression stuff. Should still be accurate with all that. I think I'm just gonna throw these because I have like no use for them. But let's check up on Agatha's contest real quick. I might be able to claim some things out of here. Go ahead and claim this. It's enough whispers for us to get another Hunter's Luck level, which is nice. How many coupons do I have right now? It's gotta be a decent amount, right? 254. All right, that should be enough for us to buy a few things. 2 things to be specific. Do I go for Mangrove or Fig Fortune? Let's do Mangrove. There we go. 8 extra Mangrove Fortune. We'll take it. How much is it to max the new shards? Not too much. Like the Titanoboa I just did for 67. And the Hummingbirds. This one's going to be a little more expensive. I think it's like yeah, there's only not even enough of them right now to buy. But it'd be like 200 mil for that or something. But yeah, new update there's in the pinned comment right there at the top of the chat. I also made a video talking about it when it was on alpha. I'm going to go record another video talking about all the stuff they've changed since the alpha. And just the big stuff that went on for today. Any tips for Crimson Isle bestiary grinds? Use a hype for everything, pretty much. Except for like Blaze Slayer stuff. That's about it. Oh, they'd want to do something with the 1.21.5 mob. Guardian Slayer is weird. I think it'll be good. We'll see what happens. It's possible that they have, you know, some shenanigans with the boss where like the Guardian spits out like some tropical fish or something that attack you. You know, who knows. But yeah, I'm going to go record a video talking about the new shenanigans. Apparently M7 dragons are Ender and Airborne. Okay, let's go. Well, are they withered still? If they're withered, then I could get away with some shenanigans. They're not withered? Okay, well then. So apparently nothing's changed with the M7 meta. Oh well. Feels bad for me. Because that means Mage is going to be super expensive still. Oh well. That's going to be a while before we get to that. But anyways, we got a lot of XP today. Hope everybody enjoyed. I'm going to go record that video talking about the updates. And that should be out in the next hour or two. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will be back. Tomorrow is the game plan. Right? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Or no, tomorrow's Thursday. Wait. Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. Why is bro asking if I'm going to class tonight? It's Tuesday. What the heck? Alright. Anyways. Oh, it's not class. Yeah. I remember. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you in the next one. We will be live tomorrow. That is the plan. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to hear out of my right ear tomorrow. That would be nice. But I'll see you then. Have a great rest of your day. And God bless.